Hi, Eric Gibaud. I'm here in Tenerife, in Anaga, in the Canary Islands. And here, as you can see, I've got my Fujifilm X100VI, and I'm going to replace this lens hood and filter. I've got original, and I can't remember the brand of the hood. And I want to test these two by K&F Concept. There is a hood, there is an integrated filter. One is a simple UV filter, but you know, on this camera, to have weatherproof and splash proof and dust proof, you need a filter. There's a UV filter along with the lens hood, and this one or that one, can't remember, is with a mist filter 1/4 to have more diffused image. So we're going to test it, see how it goes, if I like it or not, how easy to place it and all this. So let's start. I've got a top luxury assistant. Ingrid Rodriguez wanted to make some pictures of this area because there is a photography contest. So I said, okay, we go there and you help me with the video. So you'll see her in the video. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Here I've got the Fujifilm system. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove it. Take into account that when you get your camera, without anything, it's not splash proof, dust proof, nothing, but there is still a ring here that goes here, okay? And you need to remove it first. In this case, I don't have it here because it's in the box of the camera, because I've always placed something on the camera. So you need to remove it, and then once this is done, we're going to place the K&F Concept system. Okay, I'm going to place the UV filter one. Okay, really easy. You just screw it on. It's really easy. You cannot place any system because it is an inverted thread, okay? So it's important to have the right one. Normally all the accessories that made for that are for that. But you think, oh, I just place any filter? No, you need to have inverted, okay? It's placed, as you can see. What I love, there is a cap, because the original system by Fujifilm, once you place it, you cannot place, and there's something like this, you cannot place the cap anymore. I've got a cap anyway because I've got the wide angle lens, the accessory lens that comes with the cap that can place on it. And you can still, if you want, remove the sun hoods, access the filter if you want, change filter. This filter is special filter for the series, is called Fujifilm X100 series, okay? You can see there is a seal here, a weather seal for dust and proof, okay? Just place it and that's it. If it's not square when you place it like this, let's say it's a bit like this, you can still turn and adjust so it's square. Really easy to use. We're going to make some pictures, see if it vignettes, everything. So fantastic. On this camera, I love to use the optical viewfinder. Okay, not the hybrid, not the electronic viewfinder, I like the optical. With optical, you always see the lens if you have something on it. And honestly, I think the sun hood is not, yeah, it occupies a part, okay, that's normal, but not massive either. So that's not bad. Honestly, that's not bad. I like it, okay? It doesn't really bother me. Also, I'm really used to optical viewfinder on my Leica and to have, you see, the lens. So it doesn't matter. I can no problem guess where the corner is and where it will fall exactly, okay? So no problem for me. I like it. There is one thing I really love. I'm going to remove it to show you one thing. Here you have a ring on the Fujifilm, which can be used as a manual focusing or as digital zoom, okay? I place this back, okay? And here you have this ring. When I screw it on it, as you can see, it looks exactly the same. It matches the styles, the finish is really similar. This looks to be aluminum, really beautiful. I really love that. The small detail and the red, here you have this seal here that is red. I think it looks brilliant. I love it. This red is really similar to the small 6 here. I love that. Really great. By the way, as we're here in Anaga, I can tell you a bit more. The ecosystem here for the plants, it's called Laurisilva. It's really different, but it is what covered Europe about 100,000 years ago, or I think 50,000 years ago. I'm not sure, I don't have the exact date, I'm not an expert, but what I can say, it's still visible in Tenerife, in La Gomera, in La Palma, and I think in Madeira also. And I think if you come to Tenerife or La Gomera or La Palma, check it, because for making pictures great, but also as a curiosity. So as I explain this, I think it's great to speak about what I see also. So we go for dinner here, you can hear the sound here in San Andres, and I'm going to make some pictures with the mist filter to see how it goes, because there is street light and I think this is really interesting. After Anaga yesterday, today San Cristobal de la Laguna, and many people ask me, what is the effect with the mist filter? We all know how it is without mist filter, so I decided to make the picture here with a mist filter to give you an idea if it's worth it or not. Except the first two pictures I put with and without, or a couple of pictures I put with and without, so you have an idea. But here I'm going to make all the pictures with mist filter. If you want to tell me, don't forget I've got affiliate links in the description, please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, please use my code ERIC10. You get a 10% discount on top of any offer there, so still place your code and you save some more money. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. Many people ask, why mist filter? Are they good, not good, usable? What does it bring to your photography? Well, first, there are several levels. This one is a quarter, but it exists in 1/8, 1/4, half, I think full, I'm not sure. And I've presented several of K&F Concept, and honestly, for me, the best balanced filter is the 1/4. It's not too diffuse, but enough so you see the effect. Why would you use this? Well, some people use it daytime, other nighttime only, to have the light that gives some halo, things like this. But normally, you should not forget one thing. If you use a mist filter, what you get is what you get. No way you can fix it in post-production if you don't like the effect. When you do not use a mist filter, you can always try to soften your image in post-production, but there are some things you will not get the same way anyway. Mist filter, normally, they don't actually take away the sharpness. What they do, they diffuse. So it gives a sensation of a bit less micro contrast. Maybe it looks like less sharpness, but it's not really less sharpness. Except on point of light, that it's so diffuse that you see it, you lose the limit of the point of light, okay? If you're a type of person who retouch a picture in post-production, work in raw file, decide on the final aspect, maybe it's not good to use mist filters, better to use the UV filter of this kit and protect your lens, and that's it. But if you are the type of person that use a film simulation and don't want to bother in post-production, work JPEG straight out of the camera, I want to publish or print or whatever straight out of camera, then if you like this softer look that normally people search for, to have a film photography look, this is a great solution, because that's finished. You make your picture, you have the look you want, and that's it. So it depends on you. Honestly, I work a lot of raw file. Normally I don't use mist filter, except when I use this camera, the X100VI, because then for me, this is the only camera I use film simulation. Because I like it straight out of camera. I do the raw file just in case, but normally I use the JPEG straight out of camera. And for that, the mist filter is great because it softens a bit the image, gives more, I would say cinematic or a film look. And I think this is great. So it all depends on what you want. But don't forget, if you are a raw file developer type and post-production effects, it's better to use just the UV filter and not the mist. Dakota decided it's too hot, so we're going home and we'll carry on making pictures later. Well, this afternoon I am in El Pris in Tenerife still, okay. There is a natural swimming pool, and Ingrid wanted to go there, so I'm going to make some pictures and some more explanation. So let's carry on. So for this afternoon I went back to the UV filter instead of the mist one. By the way, you don't need an UV filter on a digital camera because there's already one on the sensor. But for this camera you need some protection for dust and water and splash and this, so this is why I put the filter anyway. Okay, by the way, I'm using film simulation, the Velvia, which is the standard on Fujifilm, but I'm not really using it because I'm shooting RAW plus JPEG, so I will have it like a preview because I will apply it again in the RAW development. With this camera normally I shoot straight JPEG, but for this video I wanted to have the RAW file to study the quality of this, just to make sure. So that's okay, that's the way I did it this time. So the picture you see, the RAW developed, and then apply the profile. Some tech info, yes, we need to know that, no? Well, this filter, this system is actually 4 pieces. You have the base, the filter, the sun hood, and the cap. It's compatible with all the X100 series by Fujifilm. If we speak about the glass in there, this is an optical glass AGC, and it is treated on both sides. Many people forget that. A bad filter is only on one side. It means the light will come in and will be reflected on the front lens, and then you will have some kind of echo. And this is why it's so important to have treatment on both sides. The nano is nano treatment. Well, the treatment is nano treatment, 28 layers. That gives a great quality. And if we speak about the build of this, this is aeronautical aluminum, which is really good quality. And this anti-slip ring, ring here is made with the technique CNC. Don't ask me how it's made, okay? Don't ask me, I don't know what it is. It's called this way. One thing is important, the filter in there is 49mm diameter, but this is frame here, this is magnetic. There is also an optional 52mm filter that is magnetic, and you can place it on it. Of course, it's a bit larger, okay, but maybe depending what you want to do, that's great. You could like add up an ND filter, whatever you want, so that's good idea. If we speak about the quality, it's really the good quality we find with K&F Concept always, so really happy about that. And by the way, I've got a friend YouTuber and photographer for even many more years than YouTube. He presents a lot of gear by Leica, and he also has a filter like I have, Leica filter. Can't remember the size, that costs 150 euros. He compared it with the one by K&F Concept and he could not see the difference. So this quality is simply fantastic. If you hear some voices, you are not Jan of Arc, okay? Just there is a kid here with his grandfather, they're fishing, they're really nice kids, so if you hear the voice, that's them, no problem. Some people probably ask themselves, is it more logical to have the mist one or the UV one? Well, if you think you like the mist always, just get the mist. If you feel you never need the mist, just get the UV. Anyway, you need a filter to have this to be weatherproof, okay? But the question is, okay, I like both. Do I get both kits, one with the UV and one with the mist one? Or do I get just one of them and the filter, I just change the filter? Well, my answer after using it is simple. Get both kits. Why? It's a lot faster to remove one block like this and place the other one than to be doing the following. If you say, no, I just get one kit, I'll change the filter when I need. You need to remove the sun hood, unscrew the filter, place the other filter, close the sun hood, well, screw the sun hood back, and that's it. Yes, it is cheaper to get one kit just and an extra filter, but I think it's a lot faster. So if sometime in some situation you need one and then the other one and then one, then the other one, get both kits. They're not that expensive, and you just change, unscrew and place again. That's fast. I think it is a lot faster. And that's it. What you think about mist or UV, it's your own opinion, your decision, the way it looks. Some people love it, some people don't like it, and only you can decide. I cannot do that for you. So, my opinion. Well, first, I love that there is a cap, okay, that can place it. Some people don't like to have logo on the cap. You can always black it out. Be careful, not be happy when I say that, but yeah, well, do what you want. But many people like to go without cap, so it's great because this is really hard, really solid, and it will really protect the front lens. Personally, I prefer to have a vented sun hood but I have to be honest, the efficiency is not as good as this one. This one is really matte black in there that will avoid some lens flare. Side one, obviously front one is a bit harder, okay, but side one. And I think the build is beautiful. It's really practical to use. We're speaking about a top quality accessory. Many people forget that this is the accessory you need. You have some thumb rest, you have some here you have the small button for that. Many type of accessories for these cameras. Honestly, if there's one accessory you want and you need for this camera, it is some type of weather sealing, and this is one of them, and also protection. I think the quality is really nice. I've tested many of these. This one has a fantastic quality and a great price. You have the system, the hood, the filter, all this for a really reasonable price. So for me, completely recommendable. So honestly, I think it is a fantastic product. If you're interested in any of them or both, I'll leave you links in the description where you can buy them. Thank you so much, K&F Concept, for sending me both kits so I could test them. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The small button on here, a small bell. If you click on the bell, we'll get notified when I upload a new video. My website, gibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also remind you, I've got affiliate links in the description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo, you get a 10% discount on top of any offer they have. So place your code anyway. Thank you so much. I'll also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.